with luck. Oh, there he is.
Would you like to hear some history? Yes. Gather round there, please. That was a ceremony known as setting the watch, which has taken place every night, without a miss, for 1126 years. Not me all the time, sweet that. Been two more before me. Thank you for turning out to see us. Now I know where some of you are from, but so you all get to know one another, let's find out where you're from. We'll get some pleasant surprises and a few disappointments. We'll start with this end. Tell them where you're from, sir.
From Gizborough, Teesside.
Yeah. What brings you down here?
Well, we had dog sitting.
Dog sitting, yeah, we were talking earlier on. That's not the job I get, yeah. What about you two?
I'm from Leeds.
Leeds?
And I live in Burbridge.
Burbridge. What part of Leeds?
It's Roundhead.
Oh, that's posh part, isn't it?
It's not too bad.
Oh, all right. Nice to see you anyway. And are you staying with it?
Yeah.
Where we get to do all of Right. Yeah, I know, say it with pride. Tell them.
Amazing Toti, KwaZulu-Natal, Durban, South Africa.
Nice to see people coming back from the colonies, beg your forgiveness. Nice to see you. What about you?
My wife lives same place.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, your daughter.
I'll take you in as well.
Glad you came now, aren't you? What about you? I know that. Yeah. All the lovely girls in the I just wish I was 20, 50 years younger. Bath, lovely part of the country. What brings you to Ripon? You mean it's got some Yorkshire blood in it?
Yeah.
I could say there was a touch of quality about the lad. Nice to see you. What about you?
We're from Bracknell in Berkshire.
That's a long way from home. What brings you to Ripon?
We came up here for a wedding and we decided to stay for the week. So.
Enjoyed it that much?
Yeah. Yes.
Where are you staying?
Down on the Riverside Lodges.
Yeah, you're enjoying that. Yeah, nice to see you. What about you?
I'm from the same place as those guys.
Right, you have, have you? Yeah. You alright? Enjoyed it? Glad you stayed here? Yeah. It's alright, isn't it? I tell them where you're from.
You tell them where we're from.
No. What brings you out tonight?
Bring your visitor up to see you.
All right. Where are they from, sir?
I'm from Camberley in Surrey.
Surrey. And are you staying with these people?
I am. I'm walking to Lindisfarne, and this is my night stop tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's lovely coast up there, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, Bamber Castle and Lindisfarne.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I've got 12 days to go.
Best of luck with it.
Thank you. God bless you.
For charity or...
I am, yes.
Well done.
Bless you.
Right. I know that. Tell them again.
We're from Ripon.
Yeah, we know that. Tell them where you're from, ladies, the visitors. They want
Sorry?
You're from Ripon. They want to know you're from Ripon.
We look different.
No. The visitors want to know where you're from.
Oh, Ripon!
Right.
Hooray! Ribbon.
Now,
Thought we had a look about us, you know, like inbred.
never made far from that. And we've got a special man here tonight, my boss, Councillor Andrew Willand, the right worshipful mayor of Ripon. I think he might want to talk to you later on, but there it is. I'll have the setting the watch is actually in two parts. You've just seen the first part. You'll see the second part shortly because I have to report to my boss in a certain way. But we'll get round to that. Right, setting the watch. dates back to the year 886. Now that was Saxon times in this country, of course, and it was troubled times because the Vikings were raiding down the east coast. They were coming inland. They came up the rivers. They got as far inland as York and beyond, and down south they went up the Thames and took over what is now London. And the thieves, rogues and vagabonds were having a field day, taking advantage of the unsettled situation. But a great king came to the throne, Alfred the Great. What was he famous for?
Burning his
Glad you were here, sweetheart. The rest didn't listen to school.
the only one that I did bunk on.
Burning cakes. But that's another story, because apart from burning cakes, he was a great man in many ways, and above all else, he was a great warrior. He actually came to the throne after losing his three brothers and his father, fighting the Vikings. He was intent on victory. In 886, at the age of 37, he recaptured what is now London. He turned the tide against the Vikings. He made his way up country, drumming up support, giving people confidence, and he arrived in Ripon. And like everyone else that comes to Ripon, they thought, what a wonderful place. You can understand it, can't you? He couldn't believe it found such a lush paradise nestled between three rivers. We have the Laver, the Skell and the Ure. And apart from that, he got a great deal of support from the local population in his fight against the Vikings. And as a reward, he said, I'm going to grant this wonderful community a royal charter. Now it was a spontaneous decision. He didn't have a nice parsonage scroll prepared or anything like that. The only thing he had to offer them as a symbol of that charter was a home. Not this one, but he gave them a home. He said, that is your royal charter. You must treasure it and look after it forever. And the city did. It's in safekeeping in the town hall. Then he went on to say, we've got a wonderful settlement here, but you could lose everything. The Vikings are still around. The thieves, rogues and vagabonds are still active. They steal everything you've got. You must be vigilant. Why don't you appoint yourself a wakeman? You see the word in our city motto? Accept the Lord, keep the city. The wakeman waketh in vain. So a wakeman is someone who stays awake during the hours of darkness and patrols the city, keeping a watchful eye while other people sleep safely in the beds. So they appointed a wakeman, and they further decided the wakeman could put the horn to good use. He would sound the horn at the four corners of the market cross exactly at 9 o'clock each evening, regardless of what the town hall clock says, because that's never right. To let the people know the watch was set, he was now on patrol, and they could retreat to the homes knowing full well he was out there keeping a watchful eye all night. Not being missed not for one night in 1126 years. And that's where my wife thinks I'm all night. Is anybody walking with me? I think you're not interested.
No, unfortunately, he's waiting for us in the restaurant.
Is he big one?
No, not too big.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
now that situation prevailed almost unchanged throughout the centuries to 1604, when a second charter was granted to the city by James I. And this time it was a written charter, and it was decided that things should become more democratic in Ripon because the wakeman of the day had become far too powerful. He was actually elected by and from the 15 most powerful men in the city. No one else had a say, and once elected for a one-year term of office, they simply appointed the other 14 as constables, and they made up laws to suit themselves. They ruled the city with a rod of iron, and they dished out justice as they saw fit until the lashes on the square we are now standing. And we're thinking of bringing them back on a Friday night, I'll tell you. But the granting of the second charter, out went the wakeman, and they elected the first mayor by a vote by all the people, and the mayor in turn employed a hornblower to carry the setting the watch on his behalf. That's how it is today. I worked for the mayor of the city. And the first mayor of 1604 was a man called Hugh Ripley. And they lived in that house there at the corner with the 4 bay windows, the pointed roof. And it is said, if the horn is not sounded to his satisfaction at 9 o'clock, his ghostly face will appear in that attic window, and all kinds of strange and terrible things will happen to the city. You'll be visited by people from Leeds and not a bad night inside. People will come back from the colonies in vast numbers begging forgiveness, asking us to reform the British Empire, but we're far too busy. You're on your own from now on. Now, Hugh Ripley, being awakened in his time, he didn't trust his hornblower. we put another rule in place. Right, when the Hornblower set the watch at the market cross, we must then report to the mayor of the day, wherever he's in the city, and stand in front of him and sound the horn 3 times, raise his hat and bow his head and shout out the word, Mr. Mayor, the watch is set. That's what I've got to do now when I finish speaking geography. If he's at home, I will drive out to his house and stand outside his front door and sound the horn loudly 3 times, and the neighbours simply love it. That's the night, reasonable night in the town hall. The best nights of course when it's in a pub. And that was the unicorn who went away for the And he won't mind me saying this, but I'm glad this year they've elected somebody that gets out more. Last year I saw inside a lot of churches. So if you'll excuse me at this stage, I'll report to my bosses of my duty. You don't often see this. I've saved a lot of petrol tonight as well. There we are, right. Good evening, Mr. Mayor.
Evening, George.
With your permission, sir. Mr. Mayor, the watch is set.
Thank you.
Would you like to speak to the guests?
On behalf of the people of City, can I just extend a very warm welcome to you for coming and visiting Ripon tonight to watch a little of the city's history in terms of the setting of the watch, which happens, as George has said, at 9 o'clock every night, rain or shine, spring, summer or winter, right throughout the year. We're delighted to have you here in Ripon tonight. We hope you are enjoying the stay in the city if you're actually here, staying in one of the hotels or staying with friends in the city, or if you're just a day visitor, we welcome you also. Delighted to have you here. We hope that you enjoy your stay, and you'll go back and you'll tell your friends and neighbours what a lovely place Ripon is, what a warm Yorkshire welcome you get here, and that you'll encourage them to come and pay us a visit also. Finally, if you're suffering with anti-Yorkshire tendencies where you have long arms and short pockets as opposed to the Yorkshire tendency of short arms and long pockets, there's a bucket on the end of the obelisk here. I'm trying to raise money for the local hospice and for additional Christmas lighting in the city, and also for the Sunday Kids procession, and anything that you give will be put to 3 very good causes indeed. And as I say, great to have you in the city, and I hope you enjoy your stay.